I think the argument against that is you still have to, regardless of whether you use consultants or whether you use AI or a combination of the two, in the end, the client is supposed to be responsible enough to verify all the sources, verify that what the report they're getting is true, right? And that's why the number of sources, but also the increase of sources, like for example, Grok 3, it's not just pulling web resources, it's resources on X or Twitter, which so many of the things are kind of dubious or require critical thinking. But that also goes for web resources too, because a lot of people have different opinions and different takes, and you're just providing information there. So how could an AI truly verify what is accurate, factual, or related to the reports? Or maybe you don't want that. Maybe in your report you want a little bit of some sort of bias or opinion.
And I mean, again, that goes back to having those subject matter experts. So I mean, again, the consultant should be coming in. You can gather the information together. The consultant should be paid for putting their perspective on the information gathered, not paying them for 200 hours of work to gather the information, because that can be done for you now. And maybe it's more of a collaborative approach, you know. And again, I've seen it in my businesses in the past that when you bring an outside person in to look at data, they can sometimes give you a new perspective because sometimes you're too close to it. Mm-hmm. And that outside perspective is valuable. But again, that's something where consulting firms can change. I think the big concern, you know, when you take a look at it from a government standpoint, I think, well, government and even large enterprise. Fact of the matter is, we know that there's a lot of reports that are paid for that don't go anywhere. And the consumer, who ultimately is either an investor or a taxpayer, is flipping the bill for these things. And that's why I think that there needs to be some light shed on this stuff so that twofold. As an investor or a taxpayer, you are able to know that you're getting the best value for your dollar and getting a good return on the investment.